Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a Pilates core and glutes focused series. When we're ready, we'll go ahead and get started in a comfortable seated position anywhere on your mat. Find that length in your spine, really reach tall to the crown of the head, roll your shoulders back. Take a big breath in as we rise, arms up and overhead. Let's exhale, drape our right hand down by our side, send your left arm up and over, take a side stretch. Then windmill to the other side, feeling a stretch through your right waistline. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, we rotate to our right, twisting across that right shoulder, right chest. Inhale, the arms up. Exhale, twist to our left. Slowly back through center. Arms long by your sides. We will be using a block today, a little yoga block. If you do not have one, it's not a big deal. It's mostly there to give us a little extra range of motion, but you can still do all of the exercises without it. We'll slide our legs out from underneath us about halfway to straight, so finding that length in our spine. If you have the block, let's squeeze it between our hands. Otherwise, just press your palms in towards one another, squeezing towards your chest as much as you can. We'll start by lengthening those arms up high towards the ceiling. Then we'll straighten those arms forward in front of us as we round and lean back into a C curve. Scoop and peel your arms up. Find length without letting the ribs flare. Round and roll back. Scoop and lift. Slowly round and lower. Keep those shoulders out of your ears. Really driving from your abdominal wall. Need to warm up that spinal column as well, the entire core here. So front and backs of our abdominals is what gives us the most support, the most strength in our Pilates work. Next one, we'll hold it low in that C curve. Bring the block in towards your chest. Extend out. If you don't have the block, just bend and extend through your elbows. Really focus on reaching long to the fingertips as we extend. Squeezing that block or palms as we bend. 4, 3, 2. After this one, we hold the block in towards our chest and take a twist. Rotate your torso side to side. Notice that those knees like to move slightly. Try to keep them parallel to one another, so our lower half is not moving as they rotate from our upper body. Here, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause through center. Extend your arms, extend your legs. Round through your spine. Lower yourself all the way down onto your mat. Beautiful. Draw yourself nice and centered. We'll slide our heels in close towards our glutes and take that block between the knees. Take the arms along by your sides, root down into your shoulders, squeeze that block. Otherwise, imagine you have a little block between your knees so you're staying nice and parallel through your thighs. We hold that as we lift those hips high towards the ceiling, squeeze through your glutes. Then round on your way down, really curl through your spine, bone by bone. We lower our spine and hips to the mat. Again, exhale, tuck your tail, scoop and lift those hips high, reaching long through your fingertips, round through your spine, roll it down. Imagine there's a little egg underneath your chin. I want you to hold it there, but not crack it, and don't let it spill out from underneath you. If you hold that chin just slightly elevated off the chest, focusing on those ribs as well. Really pull the rib cage in, but let the ribs flare. We'll hold at the top, squeeze a bit more into that block or imaginary block, then dip those hips halfway down, lift them up. Dip and lift, dip and lift. Really squeezing the backs of your glutes. Begin to energize that hamstring glute crease, right at the backs of your thighs where those two muscle groups meet. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold at the top. Take those arms up high towards the ceiling. We open the arms out to a T as we dip the hips down. Lift the arms, lift the hips. Open, dip. Exhale, lift. Open and close. Lower and lift. Here's 8, 7. Making sure as we dip those hips that the ribs stay knitted together so we're not arching into our low back to find that dip. Last 3, 2, squeeze that block each time at the top if you have it. We hold the top, little pulses up and up and up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round through your spine, slowly lower the hips all the way down onto the mat. Send your arms long by your sides. We float those knees to tabletop, keeping that squeeze of the block if you have it, otherwise squeeze your knees together. Knit the ribs in. On our inhale, we hinge and tap those toes down towards the floor. Exhale, lift up. Think of hinging from the thighs. The whole thigh moves away from you. Exhale, lift. Hinging from that hip joint, but the thigh is kind of that main muscle that moves away and lifts up. Main priority here is in keeping stabilization through your spine. Don't let that lower back arch from the mat as we tilt through our hips forward and back. Toes might tap the mat, maybe not. If you'd like to add on, next one we'll hold in tabletop. Reach the arms up towards the ceiling, breathe in. Exhale for your chest lift, lift off your head, neck, and chest. Arms reach forward, tap those toes to the mat, lift up. Slowly lower your arms, lower your head. Exhale, lift and create your C curve. Hinge, lift, and lower. Exhale, we lift. We're light on our head and neck. So imagine lifting from your upper ribs. Head can always stay down. If that lift is a bit much this morning, then just continue with those little hinges, your range. 3 more. Tap, lift, and lower. Last 2. Last 1. This time we hold at the top and find little pulses of those arms, like a little pump of your 100. We pump, 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 pump. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. Each exhale, try to lift up a little bit deeper into that C curve. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Squeeze the block. 3, 2, 1. Relax your arms, head, relax your feet. Take a nice big stretch. Reach the arms up and overhead. Let's drape both knees over to the right. Take the arms out wide to a T. Back through center. Drape your knees over to the left. And the knees come back through center. We grab onto the block. Imagine your block is squishing up against the thigh. So our right knee comes to tabletop, hand is on the block is on the thigh. We're trying to squish them together. So we activate that right oblique and then bring your left knee to tabletop. Option for that left arm to stay long by your side, or if you like a little extra challenge, lift that left arm high towards the ceiling. On our inhale, we extend our left leg forward. Exhale, bring it back in. Inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, draw in. Keep those ribs knitted together the entire time. Keep that nice neutral spine underneath you. Don't sacrifice the arching of your back for greater range of motion. Honor your body, honor your breath. 5 more like this. It's an inhale as we extend. Exhale to draw back. For 4, 3, 2. Let's hold that left leg long. As we lift the left leg up towards the ceiling, maybe tap your right toes to the floor. Exhale, lower your left leg, bring your right knee to table. Inhale, tap and lift left leg. Exhale, lower and bring it to table. Find your steadiness through your shape. If this movement is a little bit too much, then just lower and lift your left leg. Keep your right knee in place. And that range of motion on your left side is up to you. The lower that you go, the more you'll feel contraction through your lower belly. But if you start to arch into your lower back, then you've gone too far. Here's 4, 3, keep that squeeze of the block as it pulls back to tabletop. Last 2, and 1. Bring your left knee back in, both feet down. We'll slide that block underneath our right foot, so right foot elevated. And then lift your left heel from the mat. If you don't have a block, then keep your left foot flat on the floor and lift your right heel from the mat. So you're kind of in like a single heel position. Otherwise, we're nice and high. We tuck the tail, lift those hips, curling our way up. Imagine you still have that block between your knees. Really squeeze those inner thighs close, pull the ribs in. Dip the hips halfway down, lift those hips up. Dip and lift. Dip and lift. Here's 7, 6. Aim to hold the balance in your hips. Even though that right heel is elevated, we want to squeeze a little more into that right glute to keep our left hip at the same height. 3, 2. Hold at the top. Bring your left knee to tabletop. On our inhale, tap your left toes to the mat. Exhale, lift it up. Inhale, tap. Exhale, lift. That single-legged hinge from the hip. We keep the same amount of bend of the knee, just hinging from our hip. The thigh moves away from us. The thigh pulls back in. Ribs are tight. We hold balance on our hips for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold that tabletop. It lifts up and up through those hips. Lift and pulse. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly take your left toes down. Lift high through the hips. Round your spine. Roll the hips low. Slide that block underneath your left foot. We even things out. Other side. Right toes on the floor, right heel is high. We tuck our tail, scoop and lift those hips up. Find length in your spine. Dip the hips halfway down, lift those hips up. Squeezing now a little more into that left glute as we even things out. Tap, lift, hinge, and lift. 6, 5. Powering from the glute, not the lower back. Last 3, 2, hold at the top. Bring your right knee to tabletop. Stabilize your hips, keep them balanced. As we tap the toes, exhale, lift. Inhale, hinge. Exhale, back. Here's 8, 7. Continually checking with the shape of those hips. Toes do not have to touch the floor if it is at the expense of your hips coming imbalanced. 5, your range. 4, keep pressing down into shoulders and palms. Find that energy downwards. Last 2. Last 1, hold tabletop. Little pulses up and up and up. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your right toes down, lift your hips high, round your spine, roll the hips low. Grab onto that block. Bring your knees to tabletop. Block is in your left hand. It smushes up against the left thigh. And if you don't have that block, just press your palm there. You'll still find that active energy through that left oblique. Right arm down or right arm up as we extend the leg, right leg forward, then slowly bend, pull that knee back in. Inhale, we lengthen out. Exhale, squeeze that block a little more, wrap deeply through your abdominal wall. Inhale, we lengthen. Exhale, draw in. Find your shape, giving the side just as much energy, just as much attention and effort. Here's 3, 2. We hold our right leg long. Lift the right toes towards the ceiling. Maybe left toes tap the mat. Exhale, lower the leg, lift the knee back to table. Now lift and tap. Exhale, lower and lengthen. Here's 8. Check in with your spine. If you have a nice neutral spine underneath you or gently imprinting. 6. Squeeze more into that block as it pulls the table. 4 more. Finding depth in this right leg as long as your spine holds steady. 3, 2. Last one, hold. Bring the knee to table. Relax your feet down. Take a nice big stretch. Reach the arms up and overhead. Legs go long. Big breath in. Exhale, we lift off of our shoulders. Find your roll up, rolling all the way up. Find a stretch at the top. Just melt your chest over your thighs. Slowly lift yourself up. We'll flip ourselves around into a tabletop shape. Take that block with you if you have it. We'll slide the block between our knees. Otherwise, imagine that distance between your thighs and try to hold it. Tuck your toes under, energize up through your upper back. You're trying a little bit of flexion in the lower back. It's like a cat spine in yoga. We'll tuck those toes, hover the knees a couple inches from the mat, then slowly take them down. Exhale, scoop and hover. Slowly lower. Keep the shoulders out of your ears. That block is there to remind you to scoop up and into the lower belly rather than just piking through your hips. 2 more. Last one, we hold. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. One more time, breathe in and breathe out. Relax your knees down to the mat. We slide that block out from underneath us. Meet in your neutral table, long spine. Hard flex to your right ankle. We find a little glute kick back, lift it up and in. Lift and lower. Up and down. Here's 7, 6, 5, 4. Everything else in your body is non-changing. Last 2. Hold it up on this one. Little pulses up and up and up. Aim to maintain square shoulders, square hips. Breathe through your breath. Breathing in and out through the nose. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend that leg out. Tuck the toes to the floor. Left toes tuck. Send it up and back. Take a nice stretch. And slowly bring it back into your table. Flex your left ankle. Find those little kickbacks. Lift up and in. Up and in. Energize through the upper body. Pin those shoulders down towards your ribs. So the lat muscles slide in and down. 6, 5, 4, 3. Ribs pull in, belly is active. This one we hold, little pulses up and up and up. Breathing steadily. We're here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend the leg. Lift those hips up and back. Stretch your chest towards your right thigh. Then send equal weight in both feet. Find your down dog. We pedal out through our knees. On your inhale, roll forward through high plank. Gently dip your hips down. Open to arch into your back. Take a little stretch. Send your hips back to your heels, child's pose. When you're ready, meet in a comfortable seated position on your mat. Thank you all so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this Pilates core and glute series, and I hope to see you at the next video. Bye.